everyone. And if you do find that that is your situation, I encourage you to check your other signs and placements, see if those readings may resonate better. Keep in mind also that the energies can reverse or flip-flop, and that's really not that unusual in a general reading. If that does occur for you, don't be alarmed. If it's resonating, just place yourself where you belong. Tarot picks up on energies. All right, so also if you are interested in a private reading, that information can be found in the small box beneath this video. So let's get started, guys. Spirit, can I have the energy of Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Whoa. Energy's flying out today. And there we go. All right, Sagittarius, you're starting out with the Three of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Swords in the reverse and the Six of Wands. Okay, so I do feel like you are working on something here. For some of you, this is you really devoting yourself to a craft of some sort. Could be something contractual as well. But I do feel like you have this very cooperative spirit. There is a sense of working together with somebody, possibly laying a foundation for some of you, but there's a sense of cooperativeness. When I say contract, now that's for some of you. With a contract, this could be in any area. It could be an unspoken contract. It could be a soul contract, or it could literally be a written contract. But I do feel that you are really, being very careful with detail on this, and that's commendable. You do want this to be very successful. However, you may feel that somebody's not dealing honestly with you. So that could be something that you are considering or thinking about. Others of you, you're kind of holding back. You're not telling anybody about this. You're kind of keeping some things to yourself because you feel that it will affect the success of this. And you do want this to be successful. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who's in Sagittarius energy. Who's in Sagittarius energy? All right, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. And the Four of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so for some of you, this is somebody that they've gone through a very painful experience. They're healing from this. This painful experience had to do with an ending of a relationship of some sort. For some, a marriage. For others, a long-term connection. It could have ended because there was somebody who was giving, or it would have been this person. It could have ended because, either this person or the other person they were involved with could have been giving to more than one person, given their attentions elsewhere. It was painful though, nonetheless, and I do feel like this person is healing. I do also think that they are equally cooperative with you. They want something that's balanced, and they want they have a generous spirit as far as you're concerned. They do want something that is balanced, that is an equal give and take. I also feel like whatever this is that was painful that they're healing from, the two of you don't talk about it. It could have been with you, but I feel like it was elsewhere. And it is related to an ending of a connection or of some sort. For some, definitely a marriage. For others, just a long-term relationship. Let's look at the energy of your connection with this person. Ooh, the Empress. Yowza. Okay. So this is what you're building towards, and I'm telling you, it's going to be very abundant. It has the ability to be anyway. Both of you are cooperative with it, and it has the ability to really be something. This is nice, Sagittarius. It speaks to a relationship that has the potential to just have everything. I really like it. And I see you laying a foundation. And they want an equal give and take. They have a generous spirit. You're both cooperative towards this. Okay. Let's see what's affecting this connection. Well, the Hierophant. Commitment. Yeah, commitment is affecting it. For some of you, it could also be that there is some form of a religious, either religious or some form of an institution or an established institution that's affecting this. Now, I do feel that it could have been that this person was involved in the past. That may be where this painful experience came from that the two of you don't speak of. If so, this person would have ended that connection. But it did affect this connection. All right, so let's see what your outcome is at the end of the week. The person you're connected with, Sagittarius, they're healing. They are healing. Ace of Wands. That's a new beginning. It's passionate too. This looks so good. This looks like an excellent reading. I am going to tell you that your person is getting over something, but they do want something with you. This is this is passionate. For some of you, there's going to be a physical, coming together between the two of you. You want success in this. They've ended something here, and they're healing from that. But I see the two of you coming together, and I see it being very passionate. There's a new beginning here. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Now, this is underlying energy. This may be somebody that you ended something with in the past, a love affair in the past. For others of you, though, this is indicating that the underlying energy here is that there's a new beginning in love that's trying to come in. The passion's coming in, but the love is trying to come in as well. So this relationship could really have everything. Let's clarify, because this looks so good. Why is the Three of Pentacles here for Sagittarius? All right, we have the Devil. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. We also have Taurus and Libra on the board. And we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So I do feel like this is a very strong connection. Not always when the Devil comes out. It's not always a toxic thing. Now there could be some obsession that's going on here, but it's not always toxic. The Devil can also indicate a very, very strong attraction, a strong tie that you may feel. There is an indication, though, that there's been some conflict with this person. Now, that conflict could have been a bit toxic. That conflict is over, and now there's this energy of cooperativeness and working towards a foundation. Why is the Knight of Swords in reverse? Why is the Knight of Swords in reverse? right, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Eight of Coins. Some of you may work with this person. Yeah, some of you may work with this person, and you may have been, you may be prohibited from dating this person for some reason. I know a lot of companies, you know, you can't date an employee, especially if there's management involved. I know in the military it's that way. But yeah, what I'm seeing though is that you're willing to put the work in on this if an offer of love is given. And I do see a strong attraction. So if an offer of love is given, you'll put in the work. I also feel like you're keeping something here to yourself. But I feel like you do have emotions for this person. So you may even be the one who comes forward to them. Why is the Six of Wands here? You may be working up the nerve to approach them, for some of you. All right, we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Two of Coins in the reverse. Yeah, so you probably took some time to kind of weigh up your options about what you should do here, how you should handle things. But I do feel like, and you had options, Sagittarius. You definitely have had options. You may have been a little confused, a little unbalanced in the past, but I feel with regard to this person, but I do feel that you now have clarity. You know what you want, and you've decided, you've made a decision here that you want success in this connection. So you very well may be the one that approaches them. You definitely think about them a lot. So you may be the one who is going to come and approach them. Let's see their energy. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? Now, for some of you, you didn't have conflict with this person. This was conflict that you had within yourself, and you know, confusion and conflict, and you basically have resolved that. Others of you, though, there was definitely conflict with this person. All right, so we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the World. Again, it's that same energy where they felt left out in the cold. They felt isolated, but that cycle is ending. So there was conflict for a lot of you with this person. That cycle is ending. There's more of a cooperative energy that is here now. It likely was because you perceived there to be something here that was toxic, and you were not having it. But that has resolved. And it could have been that this person was involved in another connection. Why is the Three of Swords here in reverse? Because they've definitely released something. They've ended a cycle here. And that cycle had to do with what left them feeling isolated, feeling abandoned. And now and for some it was that they were dealing with more than one person. I do feel like they've ended this cycle, and they do want something, an equal give and take with you, a balanced connection. We have the Chariot and the Sun in reverse. They went through some depression here, for sure. They definitely went through some depression, feeling like they were basically lost, is what I'm hearing. I felt lost. But they're healing from that, and now they're moving forward in their life. So they've ended something. It was hard. It was painful. Some of them went through some dark days, a dark night of the soul for some. And that's a rough place to be. That's a really rough place to be. But they're moving forward from that, and moving forward successfully as well. Why is the Four of Wands in reverse? We have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, telling me that, you know, the worry is over. Queen of Swords, air sign energy. That would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They've cut something out. Yeah, they've cut something or someone out. There's a relationship or a connection here that's ended. And it's resolved the worry and the fear and the sleepless nights. So it was a difficult path, but all of that anxiety is now gone. And it took them having to cut something out. The Queen of Swords is also known as a divorce queen. So for a lot of you, this person is now divorced or, you know, working on divorce. And they may make this clear to you. You may have been confused about what was going on with this person, but they will make this clear to you. I see you actually approaching them at this point, though. Let's see why the Empress is here for the connection. Five of Swords reversed. King of Cups reversed. Water sign energy, that would be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I do see, though, again, that conflict ending. So it's very strong on your side, the conflict. So you deeply felt the conflict. It caused them to, this conflict caused them to feel abandoned or, you know, basically isolated. For both of you, I see that ending, which is going to open the door to this relationship being very, very abundant. Both of you feeling very, very cooperative. I will say, though, Sagittarius, they're going to be holding back a little bit. And it's in relation to the pain that they have felt, and primarily when there was the conflict, when they felt isolated here. So I do think that they may hold back a little bit. They're going to watch you and see what you do. They're watching to see what you do. So I feel like as long as there's no big conflict and ego doesn't get in the way on either side, that they will kind of open up, because they do have feelings for you. Why is the Hierophant here? Yeah, there was something, a connection that was blocking you, blocking your connection. So you have the Hierophant in reverse. So there was a connection. That's what's affecting this connection. There was a connection that was blocking your connection. It's ended. Knight of Wands in the reverse does indicate that the person you're connected with, they are holding back. So I do think that you'll be the one to approach this person, especially when you find out that this has ended. Yeah, they've been holding back. But I will also tell you that now that there is a connection that has ended here, they're going to be more consistent. In the past, this person was in and out, in and out. They weren't consistent, which made you kind of view them a bit as a player. But I do think that they will be consistent now. And I also think that they're going to be more committed. They're going to be committed to you. I feel like you had to pull back in order for this person to finish their business elsewhere. Let's see why the Ace of Wands is here for your outcome. Four of Wands. Three of Swords. And the Judgment card in reverse. Yeah, so it's been very painful. This has been a painful experience for you as well. I see you have the Three of Swords. There's going to be something here. I'm going to pull one more for each side. I do feel the two of you are going to come together. For some of you, there's going to be a sexual encounter. For others, it's just a very passionate new beginning. Yeah, there's that Three of Coins again. You started with that card, you're ending with that card, Sagittarius. So you're moving. I feel like when you come together, it's going to be very passionate, right? The pain is going to get brought up. Those things that you're not speaking about, right? Those things are going to get brought up. There is going to be, it's got to be processed. All of this has to be processed and talked about. And it will be. And that's what's going to allow the foundation to come into play. Now, for them, they have to process the fact that you were denying them, that you weren't allowing a reconciliation to happen while they were going through this other experience. So it was painful for both of you, but processing that is going to allow the Two of Cups. This is a soulmate. It's going to allow the two of you then to get on the same page and to, you know, enjoy the connection between the two of you. And the ultimate outcome of this is the Four of Wands. This is either marriage or a long-term connection. So this could involve marriage. Yeah, it's a beautiful reading. It looks to me like you have really stood your ground here, Sagittarius. But it gave this person time to handle their business, and it was painful for each of you. And I do see you approaching them now that they've handled their business. There's going to be like that sudden passion, but then there's going to follow some painful times as things get processed. And then I see the two of you being on the same page. So it's not going to be without some bumps. Is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not going to just be like, oh, here we are and everything's great. You're going to have that, but it's in between, you're going to have these problems. The Ten of Wands. There's a lot of problems that still have to be processed through. They're not going to just go away. Okay? So they do have to be processed, but I do see you, both of you, willing to do that, cooperating and coming together to do that. It's actually very beautiful. All right, I'm going to pull from the Romance Angels and see if there are any further messages. This wanted to come out, so we're going to take it. All right, so, yep, it says past life relationship. You have known each other before. Yeah, this is definitely a very strong bond here. There's a soulmate relationship here. And then you also have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Yeah, I don't think the two of you could have, like, totally forgotten each other if you tried. So there's a lot that's really tying you two together. It's kind of one of those things that it's not really talked about, but it's very tangible between the two of you. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you, Sagittarius. If you would like and share the video, if this has resonated for you at all, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to drop a comment, please feel free to do so. I actually do read all of them. So until I see you in next week's reading, namaste.